I know the kids can be cruel, try to make you feel ashamed, call you names at school. But I'ma drop some jewels, some wisdom that you can use, so you won't grow up confused and verbally abused. Realize there will be people who criticize.
What's up, trendsetters? It's your girl, Minister Shantae, coming to you again with another video. In this video, we're going to be talking about how to apologize to someone you've hurt. A lot of us, actually all of us as human beings at some point in time in our life, we have hurt somebody, whether it was intentionally or unintentionally. We have hurt somebody who we cared for, or maybe somebody we didn't care for. And maybe now you've come to a place where you realize what you've done, but you have no idea how to go about the situation. The first step in that is to realize the pain that you have caused the other person. It's not like, yeah, I know what I did was wrong, but can you just forgive me? No, you have to realize what you have done. And once you realize what you did actually did hurt the other person, what you did to that person was selfish, and what you realize that, the next step to that is showing the person that you've actually changed. See, depending on what you did to that person, our walls and our guard is going to be up 24/7 around you, period. Because you've hurt us. We feel like we can't trust you now. A lot of people say trust is like paper. Once you crumble it up, you can try and smooth it out again, but it's never going to be perfect the way it was. The wrinkles are still going to be there. And that's true for some people. So some people, when they see you, their trust is still going to be like that paper. They can try and smooth it out, but it's still, the wrinkles are still there. The memory of what you did to them is still there. So you need to show them that you've changed. And how do you show that you've changed? Like one thing, those groups of kids and those groups of people used to hang around, they used to influence you to do those kind of things. Stop hanging around those people. The way you talk, the way you treat people is going to be different. Actually show a change in your behavior and show that you're actually sympathetic towards people. People have to see the change in you before they can begin to start trusting you once again. And number 3, you're going to have to realize that depending on what you did, it could be a small thing, it could be a huge thing. People hold on to hurt a lot. So what you're going to have to realize is even if they don't forgive you, remember that God forgives you. Remember that Jesus still loves you and Jesus still forgives you. No matter what you did, no matter who you have hurt, there is nothing that you can ever do that will stop God from loving you and stop God from accepting you back into his kingdom and back into his arms. And he's never rejected you. You just rejected him. So God is right there with you. He will walk you through the situation. He'll be right there with you when you're trying to apologize to these people. But the biggest thing to apologize to somebody you've hurt is to realize what you've done and say that when you're apologizing, and then show it to that person. Even if the person may not want you around, and maybe 3 months from now until they're actually ready to start forgiving you, it's okay. That's something that they're going to have to work out between God. But long as you and God know you've done what you're supposed to do, it's time to move on. And then it's time for you to forgive yourself. Sometimes that we really do realize what we have done to other people, we don't forgive ourselves, and then we think there's no point of trying to change now because the person ain't never going to forgive me. So we continue to act the way that we used to act because we just think there's no point. Like, what's the point of changing now? We have to realize that even though if they don't forgive you, God will forgive you. You have to realize that you're going to have to forgive yourself, because it's going to be so hard to change. It's going to be so hard to realize the good things about you and the good things that you have done when you won't forgive yourself for that one thing. No matter how big or how small it was, you still know what you did and it's still eating you up inside. You're going to have to forgive yourself. And once you can forgive yourself, show the change in yourself, God will start doing the works in those other people. But it's going to have to start with you before anybody else can trust you again, okay? I love you guys. Have a wonderful day. Please like, comment, and share this video. And again, remember, no matter what you've done, there is nothing that you can ever do that God will not accept you wide open back into his arms. I love you guys and have a good day. Bye.
Just say I'm beautiful.
I'm beautiful.
I'm worthy.